Hello everyone, I am Dr. Arti Chandani, working as professor in Jaipuria Institute of Management. So today I am going to talk about examples of leveraged buyout. So when we talk about example of leveraged buyout, one of the best example which comes to my mind is the acquisition of Tetley by Tata Tea, which is now known as Tata Consumer Products. So Tata Tea contributed only very small amount of equity in this acquisition. Primarily this is known as LBO, though the textbook do not call this as LBO. But because of the lesser amount of equity and more amount of debt, it is classified as the LBO. Additionally, Blackstone, a company in US, bought Hilton for $26 billion in 2007. Now, if you think about the time period of 2007, which was a time period when the subprime crisis was there, and a real estate company is being bought, now the trust in the equity or trust in the markets was very less. So this has helped the company to buy through debt. Another acquisition by Tata Steel in 2007, the same year. Of course, again it was a LBO with the help of more of debt. Then another company, KKR, Bain & Company and Merrill Lynch. These are the known investment banking firms and the private equity firms in US. They acquired Hospital Corporate of America in 2006, and this LBO was valued at $33 billion. Now, when we talk about regulation of LBO in India, so as I mentioned, the investment banker's job is to comply with all the regulatory requirements. So in India, primarily the regulation comes from RBI. So RBI has issued the Master Circular on Loans and Advances in 2015. And then there is a RBI Master Direction of March 2019. So these are the regulatory requirement of RBI. Additionally, Companies Act 2013 also defines and regulates the LBO in India. And if the company is listed, or it is going to be listed or going to be delisted, so in either of the case, SEBI will also come into picture. So these are some of the regulations of LBO in India. Thank you.